Okay, welcome everybody, welcome. What we're going to do is we're going to read the abacus, and so let me just set that up. So hopefully that will look better. All right, so what are we doing is we're going to learn how to read the abacus. We are going to do this one over here. So we have our number, and what number is it? We are doing good morning, good evening, good evening. Hello, Minion Boy 456, good evening. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this number, we're going to put it in here. So we got to do 780. To do 780, we're going to do 780 and then 0. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Lynette. What we're going to do is we're going to do some math with an abacus. So we have 780, and that's what it looks like, right? 780, we know what it looks like. Now on the abacus, it looks like this. 5, 6, 7, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8. 80, because it's my tens, my ones, my tens, my hundreds. So when we're looking, we have our 780. 5, 6, 7, 8. What I'm doing is I'm coloring in the abacus to make sure that, because we have the path. This is my reverse maze, so I give you the path, but I need you to do is I need you to tell me what it would look like on the abacus. So here we are. We have 800, because I got to go over here. We have 694. So we have 600, 5, 6, and then 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 600 and then 94. That's what we got. So we have 694. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So it takes me to this one over here. Now, when we look, we have 880. So 880 would look like this. 880. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we have 0. So when I color it in, I have 500, that's 80. This is 880. Welcome, everybody, welcome. So what we're doing is we're learning how to read the abacus. When we learn how to read the abacus, we're going to go into understanding how to add, subtract. You can also do multiplication, division, but for right now, what we're going to do is we're learning how to read the abacus. So we take our number 441, 441. That's what that looks like, 441. We have our 100, 200, 300, 400, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 1. So we have 441. And then we have our next number, which is 385. 300, 1, 2, 3, 85. That's what that looks like. So we take this number and we got to put it in here. So our number is 385. 300, 5, 6, 7, nope, sorry, 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 5. 5 looks like that. Welcome, everybody, welcome. We're learning to read the abacus. We're going to do some math with the abacus. So our next number is what? We have our next number. It's going to be 304. 304 will look like that. So we have 307. That's what 307 looks like. So when we're looking, we have 300, 1, 2, 3, 0. That's 0, so none of the beads are being colored. And then we have 7, 5, 6, 7. So that's what 307 looks like. Welcome, everybody, welcome. So what are we doing? Oh, thank you, Adina, thank you. Yes, Black Zetus. Thank you, Adina. And so we have 807. 807 will look like that. So we have doing 800, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 0, and then 7. 5, 6, 7. We have 800, 500, 600, 700, 800, 0, and then 7. 5, 6, 7. So we have 800, 0, 7. And then we have 89. 89, what does that look like on the abacus? Now, when we look, we have 98. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to color it in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're here with 86. 86 is like this. So we're going to put 86 on the abacus, 50, 60, 70, 80, and then 6. Thank you, Adina. Thank you. Oh, sorry, 86. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, and then 6. 5, 6. And then we have our next number, which is 158. We have 100, oh, I should do that, 158. So we have 158, 5, 6, 7, 8, 158. Okay, so what we did is we took this number and we put it into here. And then we have 803, 883, 883. So I'm going to put my on the abacus. I'm going to color it in. I do 500, 600, 700, 800. We do 50, 60, 70, 80, and we do 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we took this number, right, and we put it into here. Now we have our final answer. We have 275. This is a super fun learning place. Thank you so much. I come here and keep coming back. So we have 275. We have 200. That's 200. This is 70. 50, 60, 70. And then we have 5. 275. So you might be wondering, how do I know what the place values are? Well, the place values have, every column is a place value. So we have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, our 10,000s. Our ones, so then we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. There you go. So 100 is like that. How are we doing? Now it's going to be your turn. Are we ready? Hello. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It is now your turn to let me know. We're going to do something simple, which is the single digit. We can do single digit. That's easy. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so if I have this number and I put it on my abacus, I have my ones here or my ones here. If I choose this one, this is what it looks like. What number do we think this is? So I color it in, and we just need to let me know in the chat, what number do you think that is? Thank you, Adina. Yes, it is 3, right? So we're going to look for our answer. We have 6, we have 7, we have 3. So all we got to do is color in 3, and it takes me to this number. Now we have this one. This is really easy, right? Because now you know how to read the bigger numbers. What number do we think that is? That number is... Thank you, Adina. Yeah, it seems like you're the only one in the room. So we're going to do 5, so we do 5, right? And then we have this number, which is easy. And then we have our number. We have our ones, right? And so what number do we think that is? This is just the ones. This is the single digit. So when we look at the single digit, where's Jeffers? Hey, Alicia. Thank you, Casey. Yes, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Jeffers, yeah, Jeffers is usually around, right? So we have this number. What number do we think this is? Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Alicia. I'm very happy that now Adina and I are not the only one in the room. So what number do we think that is? We have this number. What number do you think? Thank you so much, Adina, for sharing my live. We need more people. Or you're going to be, thank you, Casey. Or you're going to be like, I'm going to pick on you. So we have, thank you, Adina. Thank you, Casey. Yes, it's 2. So it takes me my number down here. And then we have this final number. What number do we think this is? What number do we think that is? This is the only one number right here. We're just going to color that in. What number do you think that is? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you, Adina. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. What we're doing is we're learning how to read the abacus. When we read the abacus, we're going to understand what the numbers mean. So when we look, we have our numbers. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Hey, Dauntless. Welcome back. So we have our numbers, right? We have our ones. Anytime the beads are touching the horizontal bar, it is considered counted. So when we're looking, we have this number. What number do we think that is? This is easy, right? We have our number. Survey says, thank you, Alicia. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Yes, it is 3. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dauntless and Adina. Thank you. So we have our next number. What's our next number? We have our ones. That's it. What's our next number? What number is that? Thank you, Dauntless. Yes, it is 4. Well done. So it takes me down to 4 and takes me down to there. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Adina. So our next number. We have our, not that number. What number do we think that is? So this is actually one of my students' worksheet that I printed out. This was their homework. They're 7 years old. And I'm going to see them tomorrow. It's going to be cool. Oh, thank you, Dauntless. Yes, it is 5. We're going to have class tomorrow, and we're going to start doing some adding and subtracting. It'll be good. It'll be good. He's 7 years old. So what number is that? I'm going to clear my abacus, so none of the beads are touching the reckoning bar. And then I have my number. With this number, they're touching the reckoning bar. Thank you, Adina. It is 3. 1, 2, 3. Well done. Well done. And then it takes me over here. You know, funny, like when we do single digit, it's not as difficult as double digit and triple digit. So we have our, right? That's it. That's all we're doing. What number is that? Thank you, Jory. Thank you, Jory. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're right. It is 4. It is 4. And then we have this number. Thank you, Kurt. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. What we're doing is, I love that I've never learned how to use the abacus before. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, not a problem, Casey. There's so much more. What? Wait. There's more. Don't leave. Don't leave. Thank you. Yes, Casey, it is 1. 1. Simple, right? Easy to use, simple to understand. So then our final answer is what? What is our final answer? We have this number. That's it. That's all we're doing. What number is that? Thank you, Jory. Yes, it is 2. Well done. That's it. So what we just did is we understand how to read the abacus. Do we want to do another one, or do we want to do a triple digit? Do you want to do triple digit? I'm not leaving for a bit. Okay, good, Casey. So let's do another one. Are we ready for another one? Okay. So that one seemed to be a little bit easy, right? This is a single digit. We can also do this. We can also do a triple digit. The triple digit means what? That means we're doing hundreds, tens, and ones. So if we look, hundreds, tens, and one is what triple digit is, right? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. We have our ones, tens, or hundreds. This is 3 digits. So when we're looking, we can put it on our abacus. We have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, and we have our ones, tens, and hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. And now we can count, I'm sorry, now we can count by, twos? No, we can count by tens. Where are we? Right? So we can count 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. 500, right? Because the top beat is touching the reckoning bar. 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. And then we have 1,000. Okay, we're done with that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to figure out our maze. This is the maze, and we have this number. Oh, you can't see that number. What number? Let me see if I can finagle this. There we go. What number do we think this is? This is easy, right? So if I color it in, what number do we think that is? Right? Ones, tens, hundreds. Well done, Casey, Jory, Kurt, Adriana. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Thomas. Right? Easy, right? So what we're doing again now is we're just understanding how to read 3-digit abacus. And this is my maze. My maze is available. This maze is available. What is this? This maze is available over here. There it is. Okay, so I have my hundreds, tens, and my ones. I have my hundreds, tens, and ones. What number do we think that is? Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Dauntless. Yes. 794. Well done, everybody. Well done. 794. Thank you, Adriana. 794. Right? I color that in, and it takes me to this one over here. So we have our hundreds, tens, and our ones. What number do we think that is? We have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. What number do we think that is? Thank you, Casey. Yes, 973. Easy? Easy, right? Thank you, Dauntless. Yes, it's 973. And then we go over here. What number do we think that is? So we have our hundreds, tens, and our ones. Hundreds, tens, and our ones. What number do we think that is? Thank you, Adina. Well done, Adina. Thank you. So what we're going to do, we have our hundreds, our tens, and ones. What number do we think that is? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My name is Lynette. What we're doing is we're learning how to read the abacus. We're going to do some math, and we're going to learn how to read the abacus. What number do we think that is? Thank you so much for liking the live. Wow, I'm at 1,400. That's fantastic. 781. Well done. Well done. Thank you, Casey. Yes, 781. 781, we got to find the answer. Takes me up to here, and so I'm over here. Thank you, Casey. So we have our next number. Right? We have our next number. We have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. What number do we think that is? So this is 3 digits, right? 3 digits just means we have 3. Ones, tens, and hundreds. And when we're looking, we have our number. What number do we think that is? Excuse me. What number do we think that is? Thank you, Adina. 100. Almost. Hey, Tammy, welcome. It is not 200. It's not 156. Yeah, it's just a typo. 176. Thank you, D. Thank you, Tammy. Yes. Thank you, Adriana. Thank you, Adina. Yes, thank you. So yes, it is 176. 176. And then we have our next number. We have what number? We have our hundreds, we have our tens, and we have our ones. What number do we think that is? We have our hundreds, tens, and our ones. What number do we think that is? Thank you, Tammy. Yes, 905. Yes, thank you. 905. So D, when we're looking, 6 looks like that. 690, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure how you got that, as opposed to what Adriana says, 905, which is the correct answer, 905. 905 takes me to here. So what is our next number? Unless D is cheating and looking at other places. We have our hundreds, we have our tens, and our ones. I used to do color by numbers, or each color had the Abacus picture, and you got to know the thank you, 92. Thank you, Tammy. It is 90. It is 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. That's how we get 92. So we're looking, if you notice, there's nothing in the hundreds, right? So that's why it's a 0. So we have 92, and it takes me over here. And then we have our next number. We have our next number. We have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. We have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. What number do we think that is? Thank you, Adina. It is 965. Well done, well done. 900, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 5, 6, and then 5. Well done, Adina, well done. So we have our number, we have our answer, and it takes me to this one over here. We have our hundreds, we have our tens, and we have our ones. What number do we think that is? This is the hundreds, this is the tens, and then this is the ones. What number? I will hang back. Tammy, you're so funny. We have 936. Well done. Well done. See, you don't have to hang back, Tammy, because you just add to the competition to see who can do it faster. Okay, so we have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. We have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. Hello, Jack. Okay, thank you. It is not 343. 343 looks like this. 1, 2, 3. 4 looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure how you got the 5. But the question is 985. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 5. The top beat is always going to be 5. Thank you, old man. Thank you, old man. Mecco. Chubbs, I'm not sure what your number is. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Adina. Okay, so it's 985. 985 goes up to here, and then we have this number. We have our hundreds, we have our tens, and we have our ones. What number? We have our hundreds, tens, and ones. What number do we think that is? Oh, there we go. What number? Thank you. Thank you, Adina. 757. Thank you, Old Man Mecco. Yep, Peach. Well done, Peach. Yes, right? 500, 600, 700, right? Tammy. Oh, there we go. This is 5, this is 50, and then 7. 5, 6, 7. So we have 757. So our final answer is this. What is our final answer? This should be easy. Because we have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. What number do we think that is? How are we doing? Yeah? We all right? Thank you. It is. Thank you, old man. We have hundreds, tens, and ones. 433. Well done. Well done. And that's it. That is my maze. And that's available in the TikTok shop. It is also available here. I do have a larger collection. Over here. Hello, my name is Lynette, and I teach Abacus. I teach Abacus. That's all I do, is I just like to teach Abacus. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Lynette. I've been teaching Abacus for about 20 years now. Yeah, it'll be 21 pretty soon. Okay, where you stay puffed. Okay, so, I'm sorry. I got caught up in the questions. So what we're going to do is, what we did is we understood how to read the abacus. After we read the abacus, we're going to understand how to move the abacus. It's in his profile picture. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I see it. I don't know where that would be. That's funny. Okay. You can actually do adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division on the abacus, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to understand how to move the beads. Because we understand how to move the beads, we're going to go into, if you notice that there is an edge. The abacus has beads. These are the beads. These are the beads that count, right? So we have 1, 1, 1, 1. This is all ones. So this is 4. But notice when I move the beads, I just use the edge of the beads, right? We don't want to be aggressive. We don't want to dig in. We don't need to dig in. What we need to do is just use the edge of the beads, like it's a slight gentle thing, right? And it's very easy to move. So when we notice, right? When we notice, if you bump the table, you're going to get a wrong answer. So that's why you use your left hand to stabilize the abacus, and you use your right hand to calculate. But then when you notice, if I have this and I do this, don't flick. Hello, Michael. Welcome.
And flick. Oh, you flick too hard, damn it!
Don't flick. Because if you flick, then, oh, look, I have a troll. Notification 18902. So that's the thing, right? Like if you flick, that means your answer is going to be wrong. So what we want to do is we want to have intentions. We want to move the beads with intentions. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, right? So what we're doing is we're moving the beads with intentions. With intention. Jeffers got stuck at work. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. He might be in the midnight shift, so we would have to wait like a couple of hours for him to come out. Hello, Michael. All right. So when we're looking, right, we want to move the beads with intention. Hello, everybody. Hello. There's no violations. It says you get suspended. No, that's just a spammer. It's just a bot. Because when I look, I see that they're following one person. They're following Takis Official. You know, that's the funny thing about, like, I have the flu. Oh, no, there's a lot of spammers that do that. A lot of trolls. And the funny thing is if you can see it, then that's definitely not a thing. Thank you. If you can see it, you definitely cannot. If you can see it, then it's definitely not a real one. You know what I mean? Because you're not supposed to see what my violations are. Yeah, that's what it is. So, okay, how did you get to teaching the abacus? You know, funny, my dad wanted to open up a business, a learning center, and he told my brother and I that we had to learn how to read. I used to moderate and forgot. I'm not a mod here. So my brother and I was forced to learn how to use the abacus. I never learned the abacus when I was a kid, but I was about 30 when I learned it, and I realized as I started going down the path of understanding how to read the abacus, it was really quite fascinating on how easy abacus makes learning math and how visual it can be. And I feel like the more I talk about math and the more I talk about like mainstream compared to abacus, like I have a stronger affinity for abacus. The Learning Center is still available. We're out in Monterey Park. Yeah, I flicked and actually left the live. See, Michael, don't flick. So right now, I've been teaching abacus for about 20 years. I have 3 boys, and they all know the abacus. And I feel like it's really quite amazing and how simple and elegant this tool is. Because this does not do any calculations. What it does is it tells you the answer. You just need to move the beads. If you know how to move the beads, then you'll be able to get the answer correctly. So if I don't know if that made any sense to you, Peach, but that's how I started. And then what I want to do is I wanted to teach abacus to the people in the matrix, and so whoever's in the matrix don't know what it's like to learn abacus. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to teach everybody in the matrix what the abacus is. Welcome.
Welcome to the real world.
So yes, thank you. But yeah, that's why. And then that was the other thing was what? The other thing was just going down the idea of what the mainstream math is doing, like what math is being done in public school, and how can abacus make it better. And so I felt like I've come through a lot of connections and understanding how to bridge the two different ways of looking. And it's interesting because abacus, I mean, it's not the end all, but it does provide a very good foundation. I wish you knew how to use a slide rule and you do it together. You know, funny, slide rule was a flash in the pan. Because it didn't survive. Abacus survived. Because think about it, abacus has been around before Christ, kind of a thing. So it'd be like, I think slide rule was a flash in the pan. All right. So thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for joining. My name is Lynette, and what I'm doing is I'm going to teach you how to use the abacus. Slide rule is helpful for algorithm. I don't even know where you could find a slide rule anymore. I guess it would be over on the other place. Oh, maybe I should go look that up. Yeah. I mean, where do you find slide rules nowadays? Now I gotta look. Come on, Adina. I gotta look at where to find slide rules. Let's see. Slide rules. I'm looking. I don't see any place to find slide rules. You have to make your own slide rule. Where would you find it? Slide ruler? Maybe I wrote it wrong. TikTok, Prime is coming up. We can do a Prime. It's a scale ruler. I know, I can't find it. I'd love to learn how to use that. eBay. Oh my God. I'd have to go to eBay. Slide. Oh, here it is. Oh, is it like a measuring thing? Right? That does the... Amazon has them. Oh, okay. Slide rules. I don't know. All right. Okay, we're done. I just looked it up. Okay. Okay, so what are we doing? We are going to understand how to use the abacus. What we're going to do is use your left hand to... Okay, and then the other thing is you can choose... If you notice, we have these indicators. You can choose this one over here or this one over here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So if I choose this one over here, and everybody...
Pokemon, I choose you!
Hey, TikTok T, welcome back, welcome back. So if I choose this one over here, right, this label right here, this will be my ones. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then, but I don't have any room for hundreds. Because I have no room for hundreds, but I have a lot of room for decimals. So if you notice, my decimal sits between my ones and my tens. I go tens, hundred, thousands, 10,000. Tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000. So, okay, and then what's going to happen is, well, if I want to do hundreds, then I need to change my label. This will have to be my ones place.
Okay, Charizard, I choose you!
So then I need to move everything over, and I'd be like that, right? So when we're looking, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. After 10, I don't know what Button Bunny said. Welcome in. Welcome. Thank you, Edina. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and now we can do 100. 1, 0, 0. That's what 100 looks like. 2, 0, 0. 3, 0, 0. And that's it. Okay, so we learned how to read the abacus. We learned how to move the beads. We're going to go into moving the beads. We understand that there's these place values, and we want to use our left hand. I forgot I have an early appointment today, so I'll have to come back later today. Okay, I'll see you later, Tabby. Yeah, have a good night. I will see you in the next live. Thank you so much for dropping by. Yeah, tomorrow I think it's going to be a late start because it'll be after my class. And then I have a couple of meetings, so I probably won't be on till about maybe 10 or 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, just so you know. So that's what I'm thinking about, 10 or 11 Pacific Standard Time. All right, so because I have meetings in the morning and I have a student. Adina, I'm going to go to bed. Okay, have a good night, Adina. Thank you so much. Thanks again for a minute. Hey, Kaylor, welcome back. Did you have any more soup dumplings? Thank you so much for liking the live. How's the soup dumplings? Did you have any more? Have you ever tried the one in Monterey Park? Mama Lou's. Mama Lou's is a good place for soup dumplings. And then, yeah, they're so good. They are very good. I do like soup dumplings. Okay, so we have this, we have that. Okay, it seems like it's all the old people. I'm not sure who else is here. What do you guys want to do? That's my favorite. I want Xiaolong Bao. Yeah, Adina, go to sleep. You're supposed to be gone, Adina. I tried pho for. Oh yeah, I like pho. Pho is good. Hey, you should, if you haven't tried, hot pot. Hot pots are also good. Or what was the other one? Hot pot is Chinese. What's the Japanese version of a hot pot? I forgot. But yeah, hot pot. Hot pot's also very good too. Welcome everybody, welcome. My name is Lynette. We're just now chit-chatting. Let me know if you have any questions about the abacus, but it just seems like it's just Kayla and I. Everybody else is like already gone to bed. And for those of you that are still here, I'm not sure where we're at. Are we still adding and subtracting? Hello, hello. Hey Michael, oh there you are Michael, you're still here. Oh, if you want we could do some multiplication. We could do that too. I have that ready. Or we can continue on with adding and subtracting. It's up to you. We can do two-step equations, or not gonna lie, Landon just joined. Thank you. Hello, Cassie. Yeah. So what do you want to do? How do you multiply? Hey, Jasmine. Yeah, we could do multiplication. Let's do multiplication. Because it seems like it's all the old people. We already know how to add and subtract. Okay, or division. Okay, well, let's do that first. Let's do multiplication, and then we can do some... I think we'll have some time for division, but I am getting tired. It's been a long day. Hello, Kaylor. I have to go. I hope you have a good night. Okay, see you later, Kaylor. Oh, yeah, it's really late for you. Really late. And it's funny. We just go through page by page. That's what we do. Okay. Again, this is my prototype. The formatting might be a little bit off, but this is my prototype. And this will be in my next. This will be in one of my books. I think after I finish my multiplication, after I finish my abacus for adults, I'm going to do a multiplication book. All right. Oh, actually, no, I got to do a two-step first. So the first thing we're going to do is find a pen. Okay. Now, you know what this is, right? What we're going to do is we're going to understand how to multiply. The first thing we need to do is understand our starting point. So to do our starting point, we need to count our numbers. When we count our numbers, we just count 1, 2, 3. So I know I'm going to be at the hundreds. 1, 2, 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to do distributive property. Distributive property just means that we're going to multiply it out. So we're going to just multiply 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Notice all I have to do is put 1 and 2, and then because I have my place value, I know the answer is 120. Because I don't need to track the 0, I'm doing only 3 times 4. And that would give me 12 because I've already predetermined where my answer is going to be. So my answer is 120. I look at my path and I find 120. Okay, what's our next number? So here is our next number. And again, we do the same thing. We do distributive property. Distributive property means what? We're going to do, we got to count our numbers. 1, 2, 3. How do I know? 1, 2, 3. We need to figure out where we're going to put our answer. Our answer is going to be here. We know this. So we do 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is what? 4 times 9 is, excuse me, 4 times 9 is what? Thank you, Michael. 4 times 9 is 36. So we have 30 and we have 6. We have 30, 1, 2, 3, and 6. 5, 6. So then we have next number is 4 times 12, 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is equal to 12. I add 1, I add 2. Thank you, Peach. So my final answer, what is my final answer? Can we read that? What's my final answer? $372. Well done. Thank you, Peach. 372. 372 takes me over here. I got lost on the second part. I see. So let's practice a little more. We're just going to practice a little more. So we have our number. We have our 3 digits. We have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 times 8. 3 times 8 is equal to yes, thank you. 24. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Peach. 24, right? So we need to add 20. We need to add 4. Add the 2. 1, 2. Add the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Nana. So our final answer is what? 240. $240 takes me up here. Okay, so let's take it slow. Here we go. What is our starting point? How many digits do we have? You let me know. How many digits do we have? Where am I going to start? That's a better question. Where am I going to start? Three. Thank you. In the hundreds. Thank you. Okay, so 3. We're going to count. 1, 2, 3. Our question is what? 9 times 8. 9 times 9. 9 times 9, thank you, Michael, it is in the hundreds. 9 times 9 is what? What is 9 times 9? 9 times 9 is equal to 81. Thank you, Peach. Jasmine, you understand? 81, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1. Okay? Because I'm here, that's my last place I'm going to touch. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Nana. So we do it again. No, we don't do it again. 8 times 9. 8 times 9 is what? 8 times 9 is 72. Thank you. 72. Okay, so we're going to add the 7. Jasmine, we're going to add the 2. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Peach and Nana. We add the 7. Add the 2. That's it. Does that make sense? We add the 7. We add the 2. 7, 5, 6, 7. And then we add the 2. 1, 2. So when we're looking, how did we do it? We did 98, right, times that. What we did is we did this first. So we know it's 81, like that. That's what we did first. Then we did this, 72. That's what we did. You could do it the other way. Let's see. You could do it the other way. So 72 is 72. But then you have to go back one column to here and then add 1 and then 80. It's a little backwards to do it this way. But that's why we don't start the ones. We always start at the hundreds. Yeah, so our answer is 882. Thank you. So we have 882, right? Let's do it again. So we start with the hundreds. Right? Start with the hundreds. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We do 4 times 4. That's what we're doing. What is 4 times 4? 4 times 4 is 16. Thank you, Jasmine. 16. 1, 6. 1, 6. 6 times 4 is what? 6 times 4 is not 20, Jasmine. 24. Thank you, Connie. 24. Add 2, add 4. Add 2, 1, 2, add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my final answer is 184. That's okay, Jasmine. When we do more multiplication, you're going to really know your multiplication table, right? And I truly believe that. So we know that 6 times 1 is equal to 69. So I'm just going to color it in, 69. Okay, we're at the next one. So we have our number, right? 1, 2, 3. 9 times 9 is what? 9 times 9 is equal to 81. 81. Okay? 9 times 1 is equal to 9. To make 9 a double digit, we need to do 0, 9. So 0 is here, 9 is over here. So my final answer is what? 819. Alright, I think after this I am going to go to bed. I am quite tired. I'm feeling a little sleepy. Sorry, Michael. I won't be able to do division after this. Okay, so we have 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 times 3 is what? 4 times 3 is equal to 12. Thank you, Peach. Add the 1, add the 2. And then we do 4 times 4. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow would be better. I'm very sleepy. 4 times 4 is what? 4 times 4 is equal to 16. Thank you, Peach. 16. Add 1, add 6. So my final answer is, thank you, Jasmine. Does that make sense, Jasmine, now? What is my final answer? 136. Good. Good. Yeah, it just takes a little time. 136. It just takes a little time because, this is an unfamiliar concept. This concept's very unfamiliar because we don't do this in mainstream, right? Thank you, Connie. Yes, 136. So when we're looking at it, we've got to count 1, 2, 3. We know we're going to be in the hundreds some sort. So we have our question, 8 times 4 is 32, right? 32. Add the 3, add the 2. So I'm over here. And then we have 3 times 4 is equal to what? Is equal to 12. Add the 1, add the 2. So my final answer is, what's my final answer? Thank you, Z. It is 12. What's my final answer? 332. Well done, Peach. Well done, Jasmine. Yes, exactly. 332. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Well done. 133 takes me down to here. And now we're going to look. We're doing it again. 1, 2, 3. How do I know? 1, 2, 3. 5 times 7 is what? 5 times 7 is equal to, oh, not 40, 35. 5 times 7 is 35. Add the 3, 1, 2, 3. Add the 5. There we go. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, Peach. Thank you, Connie. So my next number is what? 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is equal to, yeah, don't worry, Jasmine. I know it's really late. It's equal to 10. Add the 1, add the 0. That's all it is. No, I understand, Jasmine. I understand. It's very late. I'm surprised you guys are here doing math. I understand. I mean, I'm feeling it, and it's only 11 for me. All right, so my answer is what? 360. 360. Takes me over here. No, I understand. Can't sleep, allergies. Oh, you know what I've noticed for the allergies? If you have a stuff-up nose, Peach, what I do is I drink some NyQuil. Okay, so we have our hundreds, right? 1, 2, 3. And then we do what? 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is what? What is 4 times 7? Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Z. It is 28. Well done. So my final answer is 280. 200, 50, 60, 70, 80, and then this is 0. Well done. So then, oh, this is easy. Okay, so that's it. Okay. How are we doing? Okay, you know what? We'll do 2 questions in division. Just to catch up. How far right? Oh, yeah. So yes, you're exactly right, Scott. The two in the far right are decimals. So when we're looking, we have our tens and our hundreds. We have our we have our ones or tens or hundreds or thousands or 10,000s. So this would be 11,111. That's what this is. If I did this, it'd be 22,222.55. Does that make sense? So when we're looking, we can do 66.66. We can do 77,567,777.99. Does that make sense, Scott? Thank you for the comment. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Oscar, for the follow. Oh my gosh, we're at 40 people in the room. Why is there one line? Oh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Thank you, Z. This is my reckoning bar. This reckoning bar is what tracks our number. It tells us the difference between the upper beads and the lower beads. The bottom beads all have a value of 1. The upper beads all have the value of 5. So no matter what, this is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And that's what separates it. But when we add to the horizontal bar, it's what's being counted. So this is 0. When we start doing this, now we're adding 5 to the horizontal bar. We have 5, and then we have 6. We have 7, right? 5, 6, 7, and then we have 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But notice, this is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Does that make sense, see? So what we're doing is we're learning how to use the abacus. The abacus is a very visual way of looking at our numbers. No, thank you. Thank you, Z, for the question. Okay, So, any more questions? So you might be wondering why I'm over here. I'm over here because if you look, I have a dot indicator. There's actually two. If I choose this one over here,
Pokemon, I choose you!
if I choose this one over here, then I have my ones placed. So my ones would be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? 24, 34, 44, and then 54, 64, 74, 84, 94. And then if I want to do 100, I can't do it because I don't have any more columns. But I do have a lot of decimals, so I can make a really small number because I have my tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. But instead, I want to choose this one over here.
Okay, Charizard, I choose you!
Because I choose this one over here, then I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. And then we can count ones, tens, hundreds, right? 100, 100, 100. We can do 1,000, 1000, or we could do 10,000. 10000. Notice that where the labels are, it helps me track what number I'm trying to do. So when we're looking, we have our ones, and it has grouping of thousands. So that's where our comma is. Oh my gosh, I just went cross-eyed. So yes, thank you so much for the question. Oh good, I'm happy, Z. So when we're doing it, and you kind of came in on it, what we did is we did distributive property for multiplication. And that's what it is. We don't need to learn anything higher than 9 times 9 because after that it's very redundant. So you've noticed we only worked on 2-digit numbers. And that's what this maze is all about. It's about 2 digits times 1 digit. Okay. Before I forget, Michael, are you still around? Let's see if we can do one more set of division. Let's do a set of division. Okay, cool. Let me see. Yeah, I think after this I'm gonna head to bed. I just got blasted with being tired. So we're gonna do this. Oh, excuse me. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to understand our anatomy of the division. So when we're looking, I need to find the top of my page. We have, and these questions are going to be easy. This is not to question your intelligence, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you how to use it on the abacus. So there's our question, right? We have our dividend, and we have our divisor. Our question is what? Where do we put the answer? Thank you, Peach, for the follow. Where are we going to know? We now have to count. We have to count our digits. 1, 2. So 2 minus 1, where's the 1? The 1 comes from here, is equal to 1. So I know my answer is going to sit on the ones column, just right here. I'm going to put my dividend on the abacus, 62. And now, when are you online? Usually in the morning and around this time. I'm trying to get on. So tomorrow, though, it will be 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll put up an event for that, and then I'm going to try to come back at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for tomorrow. I try to come on at least twice a day. But yeah, cool. So that's Pacific Standard Time. You know, I'll do that. I'll put it in the an event. Thank you. No, thank you, Scott. Thank you for asking. So I put my dividend 62. So then my question is what? 2 times what is equal to 6? Notice I have 6. I can do it. If I can do it, I need to skip. Skip this column and go over here. So what is my answer? My answer is 2 times 3, thank you, Z, is equal to 6. Thank you, Jasmine. So I'm going to put 3 on my quotient. 1, 2, 3. And I take away 6. 1, 2. Now, what am I going to do? It's the same thing. I have to check my answer. 2 times what is equal to 2? Can I do it? I sure can. So I'm going to skip this column and we're going to be over here. 2 times 1 is equal to 2. So 1 is my quotient, and I take away 2. 1, 2. And my final answer is what? My final answer is 31. That's it. That's the simplified version of long division on the abacus. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, so that's a little bit about division on the abacus. But it is long division, just so you know. And then we just go through understanding to find our missing math fact. You do have to memorize your math fact, though. All right. I am going to head to bed. I just got tired. Yeah, no problem, Michael. Thank you. You know, let me know when we do some more division, and I'll try to sneak one in before I leave. But I think it's good practice to do the division. Oh, what if it's numbered? What if it's numbered? Good night. Good night, Z. Thank you so much for dropping by. This isn't as bad as I thought it'd be. Thanks. Oh, what if it's an odd number? What if it's an odd number? Oh, like a 3? What if there's a remainder? If there's a remainder, then it'd just be a remainder, right? Then you would have a remainder on your abacus. So if this was like, I don't know, 4 or 3, let's say we have 3, then the remainder would be, I don't know, 3 over 2. You know what I mean? Can we do that next time? If it's an odd number? Yeah, we could do that. I'll have to find one. Oh, I didn't do it. Oh, here we are. Like 3? Can we do 3? You want to do 3? Well, let's do 62 divided by 3. With a remainder. There will be a remainder. Yeah, alright. So we do 62 divided by 3. So, let's see. 3 divided by 62. So we have what? 2 take away 1 is equal to 1. So I put my quotient here, right? I put my dividend here, 62. Then what do? Right? I got to set up my question. 3 times what is equal to 6? Because it's a 6, I can skip one column and I add my 6. I'm going to take away the 6. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Add the 2, go back, take away the 6. So here we go. 3 times what? 3, we're left with 2, right? Times what is equal to 2. There's no math fact that does this. What we need to do is we need to bring down the next number, which is 0. So what is the answer? 3 times 6 is equal to 18. So we have 6 on my abacus. I take away 18. I have to take away 1, and then there's a 2, right? And then just keep going. 6, 6, 6, right? So what would be the result? The result would be 2 over 3 is the remainder. That's what it'd be. It wouldn't be 0. Yeah, it would be 0. Yeah, bring it down to be 0. But then that's where your thing is. So my final answer is 26. 26 point, right? And then my thing. That's all. You just would have remainders, that's all. This is my remainders, and that's what it would look like. It's a good question, but that's about it. Process is still the same. Doesn't matter if there's remainders or not. Hello, Johnny. I'm sorry. I'm about to head out, Johnny. I apologize. I do appreciate you coming by. But yeah, I'm getting a little tired. Does that make sense? Jasmine and Peach for the remainder, and then the odd number. So it doesn't matter if it's odd or even. What matters is whether or not it can multiply, if it can divide out to a 0. I'm lost, honestly. It can be done next time, but it's a process. obviously the biggest thing is this doesn't happen until you solidify concept-wise what multiplication is. So then after that, just more when more is evenly divided. Yeah, it's better if it's evenly divided. That's why my questions are very specific. That's why I don't. But you can do remainders. It just means that they're going to have dividends. That's all. Yeah. Have a good night, Michael. Thank you so much for dropping by. Thank you everybody for dropping by. I am gonna hit the set. Thank you again. Thank you again. And I'll see you guys all in my next live. Have a good night. Bye everybody. No, thank you, Jasmine. Peach. I'll try the NyQuil. Yeah, try the NyQuil. I did the, yeah, because for me, I needed to clear my nose, so I used NyQuil. That's what I did. But good luck. I hope it works for you. Or you know what? Vicks. Don't forget to rub Vicks on your chest. Vicks is always good too, right? Vicks on your chest or under the nose to try to clear out your stuffy nose. Yeah. Vicks and NyQuil. Yeah, good luck. Alright. Have a good night. Bye everybody. I missed the stream. Yes, I'm sorry, Serenity. It was a tiring day, and I'm about ready to hit the sack. I apologize. Tomorrow I'll be on. My plan is to come on at 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow. And this is a Monday schedule. I'll put that in my events, so then I'll make sure I'll be there for this. Yeah, I've been told that I have to make it more of a scheduled. Maybe that'll be better. But yeah, this is tomorrow, so I'll be 11 a.m. and then 8 p.m. That's the plan for tomorrow. I'll take it day by day, and we'll start planning it out. Thank you. All right. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.